The meaning of "it is not a sin." In the ayah, Imam Ahmad reported that Urwa said that he asked Aisha about what Allah stated, "Inna as-safa wal marwa min sha'airillah, faman hajja al-bayta aw i'tamara, fala junaha alayhi an yattawafa bihima," are of the symbols of Allah. So it is not a sin on him who performs Hajj or Umrah of the house to perform the going between them. By Allah, it is not a sin if someone did not perform tawaf around them. Aisha said, "Worst is that which you said, O my nephew." If this is the meaning of it, it should have read, "It is not a sin if one did not perform tawaf around them." Rather, the ayah was revealed regarding the Ansar, who before Islam used to assume ihlal in the area of Mushallal for their idol Manat that they used to worship. Those who assumed ihlal for Manat used to hesitate to perform tawaf between Mounts As-Safa and Al-Marwa. So they asked Allah's Messenger ﷺ about it, saying, "O Messenger of Allah, during the time of Jahiliyyah, we used to hesitate to perform tawaf between As-Safa and Al-Marwa." Allah then revealed, "Inna as-safa wal marwa min sha'airillah, faman hajja al-bayta aw i'tamar, fala junaha alayhi an yattawafa bihima," between them. Isha then said, Allah's Messenger ﷺ has made it the sunnah to perform tawaf between them, and thus no one should abandon performing tawaf between them. This hadith is reported in the Sahihain. In another narration, Imam Az-Zuhri reported that Urwa said, "Later on I told Abu Bakr bin Abdurrahman bin al-Harith bin Hisham, and he said, I have not heard of such information. However, I heard learned men saying that all the people, except those whom Aisha mentioned, said, our tawaf between these two hills is a practice of Jahiliyyah." Some others among the Ansar said, "We were commanded to perform tawaf of the Kaaba, but not between As-Safa and Al-Marwa." So Allah revealed, "Inna as-Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah." Abu Bakr bin Abdurrahman then said, "It seems that this verse was revealed concerning the two groups." Al-Bukhari collected a similar narration by Anas. Ash-Shabi said, "Isaf was on As-Safa, while Naila was on Al-Marwa, and they used to touch them. After Islam came, they were hesitant about performing tawaf between them. Thereafter, the ayah was revealed." The wisdom behind legislating sa'i between As-Safa and Al-Marwa. Muslim recorded a long hadith in his Sahih from Jabir, in which Allah's Messenger ﷺ finished the tawaf around the house and then went back to the rukn and kissed it. He then went out from the door near As-Safa while reciting, "Inna as-Safa wal Marwa min sha'airillah." The Prophet then said, "From the As-Safa." In another narration of An-Nasa'i, the Prophet said, Imam Ahmad reported that Habiba bint Abu Tajra said, "I saw Allah's Messenger ﷺ performing tawaf between As-Safa and Al-Marwa, while the people were in front of him, and he was behind them walking in sa'i. I saw his garment twisted around his knees because of the fast walking in sa'i, and he was reciting, Isra'u fa inna Allaha kataba alaykum as-sa'i." This hadith was used as a proof for the fact that sa'i is a rukn of Hajj. It was also said that sa'i is wajib and not a rukn of Hajj, and that if one does not perform it by mistake or by intention, he could expiate the shortcoming with dam. Allah has stated that tawaf between As-Safa and Al-Marwa is among the symbols of Allah, meaning among the acts that Allah legislated during the Hajj for Prophet Ibrahim. Earlier we mentioned the hadith by Ibn Abbas that the origin of tawaf comes from the tawaf of Hajar between As-Safa and Al-Marwa, seeking water for her son Ibrahim, had left them in Makkah, where there was no habitation for her. When Hajar feared that her son would die, she stood up and begged Allah for his help, and kept going back and forth in that blessed area between As-Safa and Al-Marwa. She was humble, fearful, frightened, and meek before Allah. Allah answered her prayers, relieved her of her loneliness, ended her dilemma, and made the well of Zamzam bring forth its water for her, which is ta'amu ta'am wa shifa'u suq, food and a remedy for the illness.